Hey folks, Christina here. All right, this video is going to walk you through the last part of the pause and practice for the word chapter 2. So I'm looking at page W2-113 in your pause and practice. And so we're just going to start with step number 6. These steps will allow you to go ahead and finish up your pause and practice for the second chapter of Word. And let's take a look. So step 6 says we're going to insert a hyperlink to an email address. And it says to select the email address in the heading information near the top of the first page. So we're just going to select Rochelle's email address at the top of this page. Letter B gives you two different ways to get to the link button. You can go to your Insert tab up at the top and then click Link, which is the little world with the link, or you can press the Control and the K, like kilo, on your keyboard to get the link window opened up. Then it says, letter C, we're going to click the email address button in the link area. Excuse me. So over in the link to, we're going to click email address here. And letter D says, type Rochelle W at outlook.com in the text to display area. And so that's up top. You want to make sure you type it in this area. Otherwise, it'll give you an error. Okay, Rochelle W at outlook.com. All right. Letter E says we're going to type the same thing, Rochelle W at outlook.com in the email address area. Word is going to automatically insert a quote mail to before that address. So in the email address area, we're just going to type Rochelle W at outlook.com. Next, we're on letter F, like Frank. So it says to click the screen tip button, which is over to the right of this dialog box. And it says type email Rochelle in the screen tip text section. So email Rochelle. Then we're going to press OK. And then we're going to press OK to close that box. Now you can see it's updated Rochelle's email. And if we hover our mouse over that, you can hopefully see that it says email Rochelle and control plus click to follow the link. So anybody that has this resume, if they're looking at it online, they can just click to directly email Rochelle. Next, we're going to move to item number 7 on page W2-113. And so this section is where we insert a hyperlink to a website. So we're going to go over to the references section, which is on the second page of our resume. We're going to highlight California State University, Chico. Now make sure you don't highlight the one that's up in the education section. We're looking for the one down in the references section. And again, we're going to our link, which is on the Insert tab, or you can press Control and the letter K. And then it asks us in letter C to select existing file or web page in the link to area. So that's just going to be this top one. And then it says to type www.csuchico.edu in the address text box, which is down here at the bottom. So we're going to do www.csuchico.edu. I'm going to make sure that's correct. CSU Chico. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to click screen tip, just like we did before. So we'll click screen tip there. And we're going to type CSU Chico website. Then we're going to click OK to close this box. And our next step is we're going to select target frame. And then in the little drop down here, we're going to say when someone clicks this link, we basically want the frame to be a new window. And then we want to check the box that says set as default for all hyperlinks. Then we're going to press OK on this box. We're going to press OK on our next box. And then we're going to do step 8, and then we'll come back to this California State University. So step 8 says we are going to add 2 hyperlinks for email addresses. And it says place your insertion point after R. Sanchez's email. So we're going to just place our clicker or insertion point there. After that, we just click a space that automatically makes that a hyperlink to that email address. We're going to do the same thing to Diana's email. So we'll click our insertion point at the end. We'll hit the space bar one time. And then when you hover over either of those email addresses, you'll see that, check it out. You can just control click to follow that link. Now, once you've gotten to this point, definitely you want to save your document. For those who were in class today, you'll remember we talked about on the next page that resume assistant, it is not going to work. We are not going to use it. So when you get to the bottom of page W2 113, you have finished this assignment for the Pause and Practice Word Chapter 2. Now, what I do want to show you, or one way you can test this out to make sure that your links work, is you can literally control click, and then what you're going to see is it opens up. Let me change that for you. The California State University's website at Chico. So there you are, folks. Okay, that is wrapped up with your resume. Don't forget to save it before you finish up and X out of the screen. All right, folks, I look forward to seeing you in class next time, and take care.